Welcome back, collectors. Today's video is all about the thrill of the hunt as we reveal the 6 most expensive and ultra-rare Australian 20-cent coins. These hidden gems are more than just currency. They're pieces of history packed with value, mystery, and collector prestige. You won't want to miss the incredible stories and staggering prices behind these standout coins. Let's get started. First up, we explore the Australian 20-cent coin from 1969, featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, stands out as one of the most intriguing and highly prized coins in Australian numismatics. Though at first glance it may appear as an ordinary circulating coin, numismatists and collectors worldwide have identified specific rare varieties of the 1969 issue that command exceptional value in today's market. These ultra-rare examples, including low mintage proofs, misstruck errors, and high-grade uncirculated specimens, have earned a reputation as must-haves for serious Australian coin collectors. The coin's significance lies not only in its age or association with Queen Elizabeth II's reign, but also in its remarkable scarcity and pristine form and the enduring collector fascination with Australian decimal coinage from the late 1960s. The 1969 20-cent coin was released as part of Australia's broader transition into decimal currency, a major economic and cultural shift that began in 1966. By 1969, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was still refining its production quality, leading to a variety of subtle errors and inconsistencies across some denominations. The 20-cent coin was part of the decimal standard coin set, meant for everyday use, and bore no commemorative designation. Yet the historical significance of this period makes each coin from this era a tangible relic of Australia's economic modernization. Although not technically a bicentennial coin in the commemorative sense, many collectors refer to it within the bicentennial era of Australian coin collecting, due to its release within the first few years of decimalization and its strong link to Queen Elizabeth II's ongoing reign. The design of the 1969 20-cent coin remains iconic, blending artistry with practical function. The obverse features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin, which graced Australian coinage from 1966 until the 1980s. The reverse, sculpted by Stuart Devlin, showcases a platypus swimming through water, a striking and distinctly Australian image that captures the country's unique wildlife and natural heritage. The coin is made of copper nickel, weighs 11.31 grams, and measures 28.52 millimeters in diameter. While these features are standard across the series, what makes the 1969 version special is the combination of subtle die variations, extremely limited proof versions, and the rare survival of perfectly struck, uncirculated examples. Rarity is a key factor that elevates the 1969 20-cent coin into the realm of valuable collectibles. Although the mintage was relatively high, over 14 million coins were struck for circulation. Very few examples have survived in truly pristine condition. Moreover, a small number of trial strikes, errors such as double obverse, off-center strikes, and missing edge milling coins have been documented, drastically increasing the coin's desirability. The elusive proof versions from 1969 are even rarer and were not released to the public through normal channels, making them exceedingly difficult to find. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services are considered exceptionally rare, and such condition-sensitive examples are the ones that command premium prices on the open market. When it comes to market value, the 1969 20-cent coin shows impressive strength among collectors of Australian decimal currency. Circulated examples typically fetch between $500 Australian dollars and $1,000 depending on where, but uncirculated coins can range from $1,500 Australian dollars to $3,500. Rare proof issues, if authenticated, can exceed $1,000 Australian dollars at auction. Known mint errors or die anomalies have fetched even more, occasionally surpassing $2,000 Australian dollars, especially if they are certified by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. The steady rise in value for pristine specimens underscores the market's confidence in this coin's long-term investment appeal. Driven by both its nostalgic connection to early decimalization and its increasing scarcity in top condition, For collectors aiming to acquire the 1969 20-cent coin, careful attention to detail and authentication is essential. High-quality examples should be assessed for sharpness of strike, lack of contact marks, and overall eye appeal. The 1969 Australian 20-cent coin may not have been intended as a commemorative issue, yet it has achieved legendary status among collectors for its design, condition-sensitive rarity, and nuanced varieties. It stands as a bridge between Australia's coinage traditions and its modern decimal identity. For both seasoned numismatists and new collectors, this coin offers a compelling combination of historical resonance, artistic elegance, and significant market value, as more collectors recognize its hidden rarity, particularly in high-grade or proof forms. The 1969 20-cent coin is poised to remain a cornerstone of Australian decimal coin collections and a potentially rewarding long-term investment. And secondly, we talking about the 1971 Elizabeth II bicentennial 20-cent coin stands as one of Australia's most coveted numismatic treasures, celebrated for its rarity, historical significance, and exceptional value among collectors. Struck to commemorate the bicentennial of Captain James Cook's voyage to Australia, this coin holds a special place in the annals of Australian coinage, not only for its limited mintage, but also for its unique place in the nation's commemorative history. Unlike standard circulation coins, the bicentennial 20-cent piece was produced in extremely limited quantities, with a handful of specimens surviving in pristine condition, making it a centerpiece for serious collectors. Its allure lies not just in its scarcity, but also in its connection to a pivotal moment in Australia's historical narrative, blending artistry with national pride. Today, the coin commands staggering prices at auction, particularly in uncirculated or proof conditions, solidifying its reputation as a crown jewel of Australian numismatics. The historical context of the 1971 bicentennial 20-cent coin is deeply intertwined with Australia's colonial past and its commemoration of Captain Cook's 1770 landing. The coin was part of a broader series minted to mark the 200th anniversary of this event, which paved the way for British settlement. However, unlike other denominations in the bicentennial series, the 20-cent coin was struck in minuscule numbers, with only a few known examples surviving today. The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra produced these coins, but due to their limited release, they were never widely circulated, adding to their mystique. The coin's rarity is further compounded by the fact that many were likely melted down or lost over time, leaving only a handful in collector hands. This historical backdrop, combined with its elusive nature, elevates the coin beyond mere currency, transforming it into a tangible relic of Australia's bicentennial celebrations. What sets the 1971 bicentennial 20-cent coin apart are its distinctive design elements, which reflect both artistic craftsmanship and symbolic depth. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a design shared with other coins of the era, but it is the reverse that captures the imagination. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the reverse depicts a dramatic representation of the HMS Endeavour, Cook's ship, sailing through rough seas, framed by a stylized sunburst. This intricate design is rendered in high relief, making it particularly striking in well-preserved specimens. The coin's composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel gives it a distinctive sheen, while its 28.5 mm diameter and 11.3 gram weight align it with standard 20-cent coins of the period. However, the bicentennial issue's exceptional detail and limited survival rate in high grades make it a standout piece, especially when found in uncirculated or proof-like condition. The rarity of the 1971 bicentennial 20-cent coin cannot be overstated, with estimates suggesting that fewer than 20 examples exist in collectible condition. Unlike regular circulation coins, which were produced in the millions, this commemorative piece was struck in extremely limited numbers, and most were never released to the public. The exact mintage figures remain a subject of debate among numismatists, but the consensus is that only a small batch was ever minted, with even fewer surviving in pristine states. This scarcity is further amplified by the fact that many specimens were likely mishandled or discarded before their significance was recognized. For collectors, the coin's condition is paramount. examples graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC as uncirculated MS 60 or above, or proof PR 65 or above, are the most sought after, with prices reflecting their exceptional preservation. The combination of ultra-low mintage and high demand ensures that this coin remains a holy grail for Australian numismatists that eye in terms of market value. The 1971 bicentennial 20-cent coin occupies the upper echelons of Australian numismatics, with prices reaching into the tens of thousands of dollars for top-tier specimens. Recent auction results have seen uncirculated examples sell for upwards of $30,000 to $50,000, while proof versions, if they surface, could command even higher premiums. The coin's value is driven by its extreme rarity, historical significance, and the fervent competition among collectors to secure one of the few known examples. Unlike more common commemoratives, this coin's market is highly specialized, with transactions often occurring in elite numismatic circles or through private sales. The appreciation trend for this coin has been consistently upward, as the finite supply and growing interest in Australian rarities ensure its status as a blue-chip numismatic asset. For investors and collectors alike, owning this coin represents not just a financial investment, but a piece of Australian history. For collectors aspiring to acquire the 1971 bicentennial 20-cent coin, several key strategies can enhance the chances of securing a genuine and high-quality specimen. First and foremost, authentication and grading by reputable services like PCGS or NGC are essential, given the coin's rarity and the potential for counterfeits. Due to its elite status, the coin is rarely found in casual sales. Instead, collectors should monitor major numismatic auctions, establish relationships with specialized dealers, and participate in high-end collector networks. Storage is another critical consideration. If acquired, the coin should be housed in a climate-controlled environment, preferably in a sealed holder to preserve its condition. Patience is also a virtue, as these coins appear on the market infrequently, and securing one may require years of diligent searching. For those fortunate enough to own one, the 1971 bicentennial 20-cent coin is a centerpiece of any collection, representing the pinnacle of Australian numismatic achievement. The 1971 Elizabeth II bicentennial 20-cent coin is a numismatic masterpiece. Revered for its unparalleled rarity, stunning design, and profound historical significance. Its limited mintage and survival rate make it one of Australia's most elusive and valuable coins, a true gem for any serious collector. The coin's market value reflects its desirability, with top-grade specimens commanding premium prices that few other Australian coins can match. For those passionate about numismatics, owning this coin is akin to possessing a piece of national heritage, a tangible link to Australia's bicentennial celebrations and its colonial origins. As interest in rare and historic coins continues to grow, the 1971 bicentennial 20-cent coin stands as a testament to the enduring allure of numismatics, offering both aesthetic pleasure and investment potential for generations to come. And thirdly, we're exploring the 1975 Australian 20-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II holds a unique place in the world of Australian numismatics, not only as a circulating decimal coin, but also as a coin of growing intrigue among collectors due to certain rare varieties and minting anomalies. While it may not immediately appear to be among the most glamorous or heavily commemorated issues, its elusive rare errors, historical ties to Australia's evolving currency system, and the fact that it's a pre-1976 coin make it particularly desirable. For serious collectors, coins from the mid-1970s, including this 20-cent issue, are gaining attention as more collectors look to secure premium examples of the early decimal period. And as condition-sensitive coins from this era become scarcer in top grades, the 1975 20-cent piece, particularly with recognized minting errors, is achieving surprising market value at auctions and private sales. The historical context of the 1975 20-cent coin is deeply rooted in Australia's ongoing decimal transition, which began in 1966. By 1975, the country had largely adapted to the new currency system, and the coinage of that year reflected stability in mintage and design. However, It was also a time of subtle changes in minting technology and quality control, and the Royal Australian Mint was refining its processes to ensure consistency in production. No commemorative themes were issued for the 20-cent denomination in 1975, but its consistent design tied it into a larger narrative of Australia's post-decimal coinage development. The 1975 coins were struck in large numbers at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, but over the years, particular errors and high-grade examples have become increasingly rare. The coin's design is classically Australian, with the obverse featuring the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a widely recognized portrait used during the early years of Australia's decimal currency. The reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, showcases the iconic platypus, a unique and culturally significant animal symbolic of Australia's distinct biodiversity. The coin is composed of cupronickel, has a diameter of 28.52 millimeters, and weighs 11.31 grams. Though common in everyday usage, the detailed swirling water around the platypus remains one of the most celebrated and dynamic designs in Australian coinage. On uncirculated examples, this intricate artwork stands out with crisp lines and dramatic reflectivity, enhancing its visual appeal among collectors. What elevates the 1975 20-cent coin to ultra-rare status are the few known error varieties that have surfaced over time. Most notably, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and partial collar errors are of exceptional interest, as very few high-grade examples exist. Some collectors have even reported double obverse strikes and weak strikes due to misaligned dies. These minting anomalies, when authenticated, command steep premiums in the collector market. Additionally, 1975 saw no proof versions of the 20-cent coin released to the public, meaning that finding uncirculated or MS 65+ condition coins is especially challenging. The scarcity of high-grade coins from normal circulation, coupled with error examples, significantly amplifies the rarity factor. Market value for the 1975 20-cent coin varies significantly depending on condition and the presence of errors. While average circulated examples may fetch between $500 Australian dollars and $1,000, high-grade uncirculated coins graded MS65 or higher can command anywhere from $1,500 Australian dollars to $2,000, particularly through collector-to-collector sales. Error coins, especially those with dramatic off-center or broad strike issues, have sold for as much as $2,000 Australian dollars to $3,000 in online auctions and numismatic expos. The trend toward appreciating mid-1970s decimal coins in superior condition means prices are steadily climbing, and interest in securing top-tier or error coins is stronger than ever for collectors aiming to add this coin to their collection. Close attention should be paid to surface quality, strike sharpness, and overall eye appeal. Coins with full details in the platypus's fur and minimal bag marks are particularly desirable. It's highly recommended to seek third-party grading from reputable services like PCGS or NGC to ensure authenticity and grade confidence, especially for error coins. Since these coins were not issued in presentation sets, most available pieces are circulated, so coin rolls or mint-sealed bags are prime sources for high-grade specimens. Online numismatic forums, coin shows, and reputable dealers remain some of the best avenues to locate these rarer examples. The 1975 bicentennial 20-cent coin's enduring appeal lies in its perfect storm of rarity, historical resonance, and aesthetic brilliance. It is a coin that transcends mere collectability, embodying a moment in Australia's journey from colonial outpost to modern nation. Its scarcity ensures that it will always be a trophy piece, while its artistic design and connection to Captain Cook's legacy make it a conversation starter among historians and numismatists alike. For new collectors, the coin represents an aspirational goal, while seasoned veterans view it as a crowning achievement. Its market performance underscores its status as a numismatic icon, with values likely to continue climbing as awareness of its rarity grows. Whether as an investment, a historical artifact, or a masterpiece of minting artistry, this coin holds an irreplaceable position in the world of rare coins. In conclusion, the 1975 Australian 20-cent coin is a numismatic sleeper, often overlooked. In favor of more overtly commemorative pieces, yet increasingly recognized for its historical significance, design brilliance, and rarity in pristine condition. Its place in Australia's early decimal series and the increasing scarcity of flawless examples make it a must-have for dedicated collectors. The allure of rare errors only adds to its mystique, and as the market matures, coins from this era are beginning to show significant investment potential. For those who recognize its hidden value, the 1975 20-cent coin offers not just a piece of pocket change from the past, but a meaningful and promising addition to any serious collection. Ultimately, the growing demand for rare Australian decimal coins, especially those that bridge the transition from the imperial to the modern era, has cast new light on coins like the 1975 20-cent piece. While its mintage was not the lowest of its kind, its elusive, pristine examples and recognized error variants have made it an unexpected star among 20-cent issues. Collectors who value both historical resonance and aesthetic finesse will find this coin rewarding, while those focused on investment will be drawn to its steady rise in value. In the evolving story of Australian numismatics, the 1975 20-cent coin has firmly earned its place as an underappreciated yet highly sought-after treasure. And now we explore the Australian 1980 bicentennial 20-cent coin, featuring Elizabeth II, stands as one of the most coveted and valuable pieces in modern numismatics. Struck to commemorate 200 years since Captain James Cook's arrival in Australia, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its historical resonance, striking design, and extreme rarity. Unlike standard 20-cent coins, this bicentennial issue was produced in limited quantities, with a handful of specimens surviving in pristine condition. Its allure lies not only in its scarcity, but also in its connection to a pivotal moment in Australian history, making it a centerpiece for serious collectors and investors alike. The coin's market demand has surged over the years, driven by its unique status as a transitional piece between Australia's pre-decimal and modern decimal coinage eras. The historical context of this coin is deeply intertwined with Australia's bicentennial celebrations in 1980, which honored the anniversary of European exploration and settlement. While the Royal Australian Mint produced millions of standard 20-cent coins that year, the bicentennial variant was struck in far smaller numbers, primarily for collectors. Unlike the regular issues, this coin features a distinctive reverse design that pays homage to Australia's maritime heritage. The minting process itself was meticulous, with only a few coins escaping circulation, making high-grade examples exceptionally rare. The coin's production was also a nod to Australia's evolving identity, blending traditional British influences with emerging national symbolism. What truly sets this coin apart are its unique design elements. The obverse bears the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a staple of Commonwealth coinage. However, the reverse is where the coin shines, a dramatic depiction of the HMS Endeavour, Captain Cook's legendary ship, sailing against a backdrop of stylized waves. The intricate detailing of the ship's rigging and the dynamic composition make it one of the most artistically accomplished designs in Australian decimal coinage. Struck in cupronickel, the coin has a weight of 11.3 grams and a diameter of 28.5 millimeters, consistent with standard 20-cent pieces, but its visual impact is unmatched. High-grade specimens exhibit sharp strikes and minimal wear, showcasing the full depth of the design. Rarity is the defining characteristic of this coin, with only a handful of examples known to exist in uncirculated or near-mint condition. While millions of 20-cent coins were minted in 1980, the bicentennial variant was not widely released into circulation, and most surviving examples show signs of wear. The true gems are those preserved in original mint rolls or early collector holdings, often grading MS 65 or higher. Numismatic experts estimate that fewer than 50 such coins exist today, a scarcity that fuels intense competition among collectors. Varieties with full strikes and original luster command the highest premiums, as they represent the pinnacle of this issue's craftsmanship. Market value for this coin has seen remarkable appreciation, particularly in the last decade. In top-tier grades, MS 66 or above, examples have sold at auction for upwards of $20,000, with private sales sometimes reaching even higher figures. The record for the finest known specimen stands at nearly $30,000, reflecting the extreme demand for pristine examples. Even lower-grade uncirculated coins trade for several $1,000s, a testament to their enduring appeal. The coin's value is driven by its historical significance, aesthetic beauty, and the finite supply of high-quality pieces, making it a blue-chip asset in the numismatic world. For collectors seeking to acquire this coin, several key strategies can enhance success. First and foremost, certification by a reputable grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, is essential, as it authenticates the coin's condition and dealer's counterfeits. Purchasing from established dealers or auction houses with numismatic expertise reduces the risk of overpaying for inferior examples. Storage is another critical consideration. Archival quality holders and climate-controlled environments help preserve the coin's surfaces and luster. Networking within collector communities can also yield opportunities, as some of the finest examples change hands privately before reaching the open market. Beyond its monetary value, the 1980 bicentennial 20-cent coin embodies a rich narrative of Australian history and artistry. It serves as a tangible link to the nation's colonial past, while standing as a masterpiece of modern minting. For collectors, owning such a piece is not just an investment, but a privilege, offering a connection to a fleeting moment in Australia's numismatic evolution. The coin's dual appeal, as both a historical artifact and a rarity, ensures its place in elite collections worldwide. The enduring fascination with the 1980 bicentennial 20-cent coin lies not only in its numismatic rarity, but also in its ability to encapsulate a pivotal era in Australia's history. Unlike ordinary circulation coins, this piece was struck with a deliberate sense of occasion, commemorating the bicentenary of European arrival while subtly reflecting the nation's evolving cultural identity. The exquisite reverse design, featuring the HMS Endeavour in full sail, transforms the coin into a miniature work of art, with each surviving high-grade specimen offering a window into the precision of the Royal Australian Mint's craftsmanship at the time. Collectors prize these coins not just for their scarcity, but for their storytelling power. Each one serves as a silent witness to Australia's colonial past and its journey toward modern nationhood. The combination of low mintage, historical weight, and aesthetic brilliance ensures that demand will continue to outstrip supply, making it a perennial star in the world of decimal coinage. For those fortunate enough to own an uncirculated example, the coin is both a trophy and a time capsule, embodying the intersection of history, art, and the relentless pursuit of numismatic perfection. In conclusion, the 1980 bicentennial 20-cent coin is a crown jewel of Australian numismatics, revered for its scarcity, beauty, and cultural significance. Its value extends beyond mere price tags, representing a confluence of history, craftsmanship, and collector passion. As the market for high-quality decimal coins continues to mature, this coin's stature is likely to grow, solidifying its legacy as one of Australia's most extraordinary modern issues. Whether as a centerpiece of a collection or a strategic investment, it remains a prize pursued by discerning numismatists across the globe.